Ain't that something? There. Now to submit and...
Peter! How you doing, son?
Robbie, hi! I know this is out of the blue, but I wanted to let you know I just sent in a photo for your open call.
Wonderful. We can definitely run this. I gotta duck into a meeting, but if you find the beating heart of New York anywhere else, send it my way. It's good to hear from you.
You too, Robbie. Thanks. Perfect.
My grandma always talked about going here. She'd walk across the bridge every Sunday to get the freshest vegetables in the city. But one time, she was late and the guy in front of her bought all the tomatoes. And that's how she met my grandpa.
While that may be true, their ACs are cranked up to freezing, so you might want to bring a jacket, which you won't be carrying in this heat. I'll be honest, folks, Taylor's doesn't have AC, but the airflow is very pleasant. And when that door opens up, you get that gust of wind carrying the smell of fresh hot dogs. How does it look? Was that good? If it's great, post it. If it's not, let it die.
Okay, you can send it to me. And also, am I prominent in the picture? I do represent a larger customer base.
Not bad.
Is that? Oh, man! I haven't been there in years. When we were at the Bugle's old office, we'd hide out here whenever Jonah was about to blow. I finished a lot of assignments sitting at that bar, and a lot of grasshoppers.
I'd love to see you all at the fair next week. I'm going for the chili dog record, and I hear the shrimp cocktail competition is going to be biblical.
That should work for Robbie.
Hey, you paid for that photo, Spider-Man? I'm just kidding. You're cool. Oh, no, you're radical. That ride's...
Good, good.
You gotta hand it to New Yorkers. Wasn't even trying to be funny there. If there's a good time to be had, they'll find it.
That's perfect.
Ah, the Manhattan Bridge.
Not bad.
Sometimes, I worry with all the terrible things that happen in our city. People be afraid to leave their homes, live their lives. But now...
That should work for Robbie.
Reminds me of the people who write into the Bugle, and a few who work there. Freedom of speech is a beautiful thing, but saying a thing over and over again doesn't make it true.
Good, good.
You know, I saw an old Grand Master playing their last...
It's perfect.
3-day work weeks.
Need bigger sidewalks.
Say what you will about social media.
Hey, watch the traffic. Nobody's teaching class in the ER today.
Excusez-moi. Not bad.
Keep your eye. Is that a good photo, Spider-Man? Hey, send it to the student newspaper.
The Spider-Men aren't the only superheroes in New York. Getting students to class on time? One of the greatest powers I've ever seen.
In our house, traditional's always best. Was that a good photo? Post it online!
Ah, here we go. Now, I'll admit, I first walked into his shop because of all the articles about his new flavors, but his traditional ones are what have kept me coming back. Sometimes
Good, good.
You get a lot better shots if you come to the show, Spider-Man.
New York's always had a thriving underground wrestling scene. Even been to a few shows myself. That combination of theatricality with amazing feats of strength and athleticism, it's electrifying.
That's perfect.
When my son was growing up, I helped coach his youth baseball team here. Every game we played, the parents talked more trash than the kids, myself included.
Not bad.
NYC, the mecca of basketball. Sure, you can play it anywhere with just a ball and a net. But when you got the people in the apartment buildings watching, the other players trash talking, and the sound of rubber hitting asphalt, there's a reason they call it the city game.
We're the subliminal Spider-Man!
Because our dazzling displays of daring do can't be understood by the conscious mind. Well, well, well! Spider-Man's a shutterbug!
Click, click. Whip, whip.
Yeah, some things in New York you just can't explain. And that's what's great about it. I mean, if I was rich, I'd take advantage of that backdrop too. I'd also be worried about constantly launching balls off the roof, but I guess they can afford it.
My dear creature, a man who has fancy himself above the fairest of human nature has sunk immeasurably
sorry.
below it. Egad, philosophy has not made quite a fool of the fellow. But pray now, my good Mr. Strutt, amongst all this transmute... Oh, do you do headshots, Spider-Man?
Whether it's on the stage or in the open air, where else can you see legends and soon-to-be legends performing every day? London? That's really far away.
I can't believe
Not bad.
I used to have to walk around wearing masks.
Protesting isn't just a constitutional right in New York. It's your civic duty. Especially when a multinational corporation is behind a bioweapon unintentionally getting released into the city.
That should work for Robbie.
Honestly, we need a whole other photo series just on New York's music. Its impact, the communities it built, its outright brilliance. It's hard to encapsulate in one photo, but this is just bad.
Good.
My best friend's kid painted this. I remember her showing me a sketch of it the day before it went up. New York is nothing without its people.
Hope the car isn't all messed up.
That's perfect.
You know, for a place where everyone's comfortable calling out when something's wrong, people here sure hate admitting when they're wrong. The writer in me does love the irony, though.
Hey, Robbie, you got the photo? I think it's a good one to close my submissions with.
Yeah, it's fantastic. But I'm a bit surprised you're stopping now since you left out two of the biggest parts of New York. The Spider-Man.
I mean, I don't know if they're that big. And they are kind of controversial.
Everything I see in these photos. All the stories and history and life. None of it would still be here if it wasn't for the Spider-Man. I hope they know that.
I bet they have some idea.
Well, thanks for the photos, Peter. You've always been better at this than you give yourself credit for.
I don't think that... Thanks, Robbie.